I'm going to walk you through some different note-taking methods here, and each one of these is going to have a template that you can copy and easily use within your own notes. So I will try to remember to include the link to that in the description of the video. But the reason this is important is because when we have these templates that we can just pull up really quickly and immediately start taking notes in a structured format, it allows us to capture our thoughts and ideas and things we learn in a more frictionless manner. So this can actually heavily improve your note-taking if you set these up within your own notes to be able to call on quickly. And real quickly, they come from an article here that we released in June. It's a guide to note-taking methods and strategies. Inside, you'll find a bunch of different note-taking methods, more than I'm going to cover in this video. And they have the templates you can copy here. Some of them have graphics. We've got some YouTube videos that you can follow, and even some GIFs that kind of show things. So I recommend checking out this article too, because it has some things that are a bit more complex than a note-taking template that you can just copy. But let's start walking through some of these. So I'm actually going to first start with the daily reflection template, because it's pretty simple and it's a good use case for copying the method into a template. So here you can see I have a couple exercises outlined, and I've covered this in a different video, so I'm not going to go too into depth here, but there's a reframing exercise, a gratitude list, a top priority list, and an aspiration. So if I go to my preferences and go into my templates here, you can see that I have a daily reflection template. And it's basically exactly what you just saw, except it has a few of the things stripped out. So it's ready to go, all set for me to type into it. And if you're looking down here, you can see I have almost the same thing for my monthly reflection as well. But let's see how this works. So if I go into the daily notes page, maybe I'm going to go out to a new day here. I'll go to Saturday, pretend we're now on Saturday the 29th. I can use the slash and type in my daily reflection, and it's going to pull up that template. And now I don't have to worry about writing or structuring any of these. I can just start doing the exercise. So I can start writing my concerned thought of the day here, reframe it. I can write my gratitude things. And it's super fast and easy and very frictionless to do. You can also see here that I have this note backlinked at the top. And that just allows me to be able to go into the note, and I can kind of see all of the different things there. Oops. Oh, this is on my demo, so that won't actually work currently. But the reason this is backlinked on my main note is that if I click on this, I can see all of the different daily reflections that I've done there. So let's go back to the templates here. And let's try a different one, and I'll show you how to actually copy it in there. So let's take the Cornell method here. This is a method that you might want to use for a lecture or a video or something. So this is another one that I would want to copy in as a template. So I'm going to just take all of this, I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to go back into the preferences, and I'm going to add a new template, and I'm going to paste that in there where you can see it, and then I'm going to just call it the Cornell method. Did I spell that right? I think so. Maybe I'll say Cornell template. And I'm just going to leave this all in here like this. And then if I go back to my all notes page and create a new note, so let's say I'm watching a video on a lecture or something, I can just type slash and the Cornell template, and it pre-populates this note. So I can just change the top here to the title on whatever I am taking a note on. So maybe this is note-taking methods for this own video. I can write in the date, I'll just put today. For the source, I can say YouTube, and then I can kind of keep going through here and following this. And again, I'm not going to go into detail on what the different kind of cues and whatnot are in the Cornell method. You can go check out the article, which again, I'll try to include in the description of this video, and it walks you through how to do all of these, not just the templates. But you can see how the template works in that regard there. So let me go back to my note-taking templates here, and I'll just go through a couple more of these, and I think I'll take you through a couple examples that are a little bit different here. So if we look at the bullet journaling method, this one has a tip at the top here, because This could either be a template that you use on one page, or perhaps more likely, you might divide these into different pages here. So if you create a new page for each one of these, you can then backlink that page and create an index here. So if I were to say create a page that's called future log, I would then backlink it here within the index. And within that page, I can have the date and the events and actions. Similarly, you might want a monthly log with the month name, and it will have the days of the week and the numbers that correlate, a task list, maybe your daily log pages. So this is one where you might want to copy the individual elements and pull them out into individual pages to use. And let me go over another one here. Let's try the outlining method. So this one is probably one that I wouldn't actually copy into a template because it's already pretty much built into the kind of outlining format of Reflect or whatever note-taking app you use. So this one is more of just kind of a simple theory. I wouldn't necessarily go in and copy a template for this one. And I'm going to keep adding to these, so as we find new templates and add them in. But again, I do highly recommend going and checking out the article, because for something like the para method, let me actually switch over to that brain here. I have this set up in an entire brain here because I have these pinned notes for projects, areas, resources, and archives that I can then kind of go into as example pages. And again, this is all covered in the article. And for this para method individually, we actually have a YouTube video itself that covers the para method and how we set this up. So I will include a link to that. Highly recommend you check that out. And I think the only other one that I will mention is that we have a video specifically for the Zettelkasten method. And the reason that is not included in this video is because the Zettelkasten method is actually captured by Reflect's network note-taking concept as a whole. It's not something you need a template for. So I highly recommend checking out those videos, check out the article, and go save some of these templates in your notes so that it makes note-taking much easier for you.